You're watching Retro Cranbrook.
Tammy911.com was launched in January 2008, and Tammy's dad's petition was being distributed across the region. In Part 3, we're going to ride along with Don in 2 of his video diaries. But first, a bit of a recap courtesy of Global BC News, and a bit later, a music video of Don's song for Tammy. What went wrong? 911 and the loss of Tammy Ellis. Part 3 starts now.
Dad, please bring 911 back here.
Pressure is building tonight for improvements to the 911 emergency service in southeastern BC. And it follows complaints that witnesses to a murder who called 911 were put on hold while the killer escaped. It's a story we first reported on last night's News Hour. And John Daly has a follow-up tonight.
The fallout from this Cranbrook murder and the allegedly bad 911 response with a failed search and the killer getting away from the scene continues. Now, the parents of the victim are starting a petition to fix a 911 system they say is broken.
Since then, we've been gone through just nothing but hell.
Well, if it wasn't for Dawn, I wouldn't be through it. It just drove me nuts. I got nothing more to say, really. I really loved that kid.
Next thing I know, he's standing where you're standing with a sawed-off shotgun. And no questions asked, nothing barely said, and just pointed at her and shot her.
She says she and another witness to the murder called 911, but both were allegedly put on hold.
It's ridiculous. 911's an emergency number, and you should be able to get a hold of them whenever. I mean, who knows what it could have been or what they could have prevented if they would have been here sooner. This is Tammy here when she graduated.
Whether Tammy might have survived the shotgun blast is questionable, but her parents have been swamped with calls from others saying they too have been put on 911 hold. Now the parents want the public to pressure the politicians.
Everybody that's had 911 problems to get a hold of their MLA or try the Premier and see if we can get this solved where we don't have this problem and have another life gone for nothing.
The 911 call center for Southeast British Columbia has been centralized. Now all of Cranbrook's 911 calls are being handled by the regional center hundreds of kilometers away in Kelowna.
When you do this regionalization of services, I think the smaller places lose out, and the local knowledge that's here is lost when you take something to Kelowna.
Tammy's father says that she loved animals, and once when a deer had been hit by a car, she sat petting and comforting it until it passed away. The night she died, a mob of deer visited her murder scene.
More people are coming forward with serious complaints about the 911 emergency service in southeastern BC. It all began with a NewsHour report about a murder in Cranbrook in which a witness who called 911 was put on hold while the killer escaped. Well, now other victims are coming forward with similar stories, and they say the problems all began when the 911 emergency service was centralized in Kelowna.
So the third time I ended up getting this fairly sophisticated, little harder lock to get through.
Janice Solly's travel agency has been broken into 3 times in 7 months. In the latest break-in, thieves made off with all 4 of the travel agency's computer systems.
And we can certainly do it for you as well. Just that
She feels the losses could have been mitigated, or the thieves could have even been caught if the alarm company's emergency call wasn't routed to a central dispatch center that was moved to Kelowna in 2004, about 300 kilometers away.
They were put on hold to the dispatch in Kelowna for 11 minutes before anyone picked up there. And this was at 5:30 in the morning, keep in mind. Then the conversation between Allguard and the dispatch was a few minutes, and then of course by the time the police got here. But the moment the police got the call in Cranbrook, they were here within about 3 to 4 minutes, which is fantastic. However, being put on hold for 11 minutes is just clearly unacceptable. It really was devastating to my business.
For Lori Harris, she still has troubles being alone at night and must still comfort her young son after she was beat up by 2 men who had burst into her mobile home in 2004.
They attacked me and then they kicked me. And when I woke up, the first thing I did was grab my son and run to the bedroom. I called 911. I've been attacked. I'm bleeding and I have a 2.5-year-old.
She claims she was put on hold and asked twice by the dispatcher for her address. Police finally arrived 25 minutes later.
And the first thing I said to the constable is, "What took you so long?" And he told me that 911 had sent him to the wrong address.
Yes, how may I help you?
Kelowna RCMP, which operates the dispatch center, say they're trying to address concerns and concede staffing is an issue. But both women say Cranbrook is a growing city and it's time 911 operations be brought back.
I would really like the Solicitor General to be listening to what we're all telling them, and they just need to really listen to what the people in the Kootenays are telling them. We need the dispatch back here in Cranbrook. Concerned citizens hope to kick off a petition drive on Tuesday.
And despite that campaign for 911 call center returning to Cranbrook, Solicitor General John Less telling Global News tonight it is very unlikely Cranbrook will be getting its own dispatch center.
What we have in British Columbia is 5 different 911 call centers. These are equipped with the very latest of equipment. What has apparently gone wrong in the particular center that responds to Cranbrook is that they used to have a system where there was only one person answering calls. That has now been changed so that there's at least 2 people answering calls. That is as it should be. The average at the Kelowna call center, my understanding is 7.8 seconds, and that's what in the range of what I would expect, not the several minutes that these several cases have indicated.
Well, right now I'm going to go to pick up some more petitions. Then I got to take them into Bill Bennett's office. Then I would like to go to the regional board and find out when all the mayors are having their meeting and maybe speak with them there. So I've got quite a bit of stuff that I got to get done today. Right now I'm going to go down to see Bonnie and put something in the paper that people can get onto the internet and see more stuff of what I am doing. So that's my project for today. So now I'm still going out with my petitions. So I put everything in a package now, and I send it down. I put the stamps on, and so they send it directly, so I can save a few bucks there.
Yeah.
So that's all working good. I got all the mayors together, and they've all called for a resolution. I just got one from the mayor of Cranbrook here now. So I've got Fernie, Sparwood, Invermere, Golden, Creston.
You got the whole bunch right
around there. Yeah. So now I'm going to try to get all the mayors together and sit down and have a talk with me and see if we can do something.
Yeah. Well, good luck there anyhow.
Thank you. Okay. See you guys. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm still out here with the petitions there.
Oh, that's wonderful. How you doing, Don?
Hey, good, really good. And
that's wonderful.
People now are
Don,
really helping out.
What are we learning? The power of one.
Yes.
You can make a change.
Yeah, well,
you are making a change.
Hey, I'm doing the best of my ability because we pay those guys very good money, and we're not getting no service.
That's exactly right. That's
and we
exactly
need that,
right.
and I'm going to do.
I think you're going to make changes not just for Cranbrook. I think you're going to make changes for all of Canada. This is not just a small thing. This is going to make a big change all across the country. I watch W5, and lots of people watch W5, and they all say, oh, we saw you on TV.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't believe that it was that the same kind of stuff is happening other places.
All over the place. My daughter was involved in a 911 call in Pincher Creek, and just like here, Pincher Creek's 911 calls, now granted, Pincher Creek's just a little town.
Yeah.
But their calls go through to, I think it's Red Deer. Doesn't even go to Lethbridge, goes to Red Deer. They're in the Walmart in Pincher Creek. A lady collapses, my daughter phones 911. She says, we're in the Walmart in Pincher Creek. And the operator on the other end of the line says, which Walmart? Which Walmart? It's Pincher Creek. It's Pincher Creek. There's only one Walmart, people. It's a little tiny town.
Yeah.
So it's the same situation wherever you go. Yeah. They have big centralized stations, and they don't work. It needs to be local people.
Yeah, it sure is, and I sure hope I can do some good for everybody around here. I'm going to do the best of my ability. It's a big job, but hey, I got nothing else to do.
There you go.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Don. Good luck.
I'm here to pick up some, you've got a pile of them here. Right on. Thank you very much. And if you can get them into Bill Bennett's office, if I don't pick them up by May the 15th. Okay? Sure. And I thank you very, very much. Well, no, not yet. Yeah, what I want to do is just any that's signed, because we've got 14,000 now, and I want to make sure that I get them all in.
I think that's all that we can sign right now.
Okay, that's great. Everything is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I see you got me a bunch, eh?
Right on.
Hey, thanks a million.
You're welcome.
Yep. The other ones have to be put in by the 15th of May. So if you've got some, you can drop them off at Bill Bennett's. Okay? Perfect. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah, bye. So, he took off the big hurry. Good morning. Once more. The petitions are still coming in great. I understand we got over 12,000 and more coming in, so you can count these, add these ones in here. And I've sent some down to California.
Oh, really?
Some woman phoned me from the Snowbirds, and she said, we live up here and we'd sure like to sign them too.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, there you go.
Well, we'll add them to the big pile. No problem. Thanks, Don.
Okay. Yeah, that is getting pretty long.
It's a big pile, that's for sure.
Good morning. I would like to talk to somebody about when the mayors come here to have their meetings. I'm Tammy's dad at 911, and I've been fighting it with all the mayors today, trying to get them to call a resolution. And I just got a letter from the mayor of Cranbrook now, and he's passed it. And what I wanted to do is, I understand that they come here once a month, or all mayor.
They'll be here on Friday.
Well, this Friday?
We have a board meeting on Friday.
Okay.
And it's open to the public.
Did you want to speak at the board meeting?
Well, I just wanted to find out if all the mayors would sit down and listen to what I've been trying to do, is trying to get 911 to come back here because of what happened to my daughter.
Yes.
And they're not running it properly in Kelowna. They don't know our area. I'm still getting calls from people that have problems trying to get through with them. And there's Troy.
We had someone here last month that spoke at our board
December
meeting.
17th, 2007. I believe everyone will be aware that on that occasion there was a shooting in Cranbrook. And at that specific time, we had one employee staffing the 911 desks. 2 people were working that night and 1 person was on a meal break. The supervisor on duty made a judgment call to leave the position vacant for a half an hour over the lunch break. At that time, we had a spike in telephone calls on the 911 lines. And in a 3-minute span, we had eight phone calls come in, and 1 employee was dealing with that increase in calls. And because of that, we were not able to sufficiently answer all of these 911 calls in a timely fashion. So we did not meet our provincial standard call answering times. And this is not satisfactory.
The RCMP came from the
I was
Kelowna
here that
Centre.
meeting, yes.
Yes.
They wouldn't let me speak though, they only let him speak.
Right. Well, it's just that we have a procedure. If you would like to speak, then we can put you on the agenda, but we have to have advance notice of that you would like to speak.
Well, I've got till May the 15th to get all my petitions in, and right now we just had the count on them right now, and there's over 12,000 hand signatures. I think there's 3,400 online, and I just brought in another probably 300, and I'm trying to get this all collected up because it's going to go to Victoria. So maybe should I wait till after this goes to Victoria to do this, and then have because see, what I wanted to do is get all the mayors together. I want it to come back to Cranbrook here, and that's all I want to do. I want to make sure that what went through, me and my wife went through. I don't want nobody to go through this, and that's my goal. And
Well, at the meeting on this Friday, the mayors all come from the region, and also the elected rural representatives. So if you live in the country, you'll have an elected rural representative who will be here. So there's 16 board members.
yes, I was here then. Yes.
Yes. So
Okay,
you
so
would
I could get
probably
one of
want them included also.
They've all wrote me. I've got written letters from all the mayors, so they're
They're very supportive.
Yes, they are very, and I just want to make sure that I do it the right way, because I've got W5 on my side now too. They've been up at my place for a couple of days, and everything is kind of getting so large now that I have to make sure everything is. Yeah. You guys have got all different kinds of laws that I'm not used to.
I know,
and
a lot of
so,
regulations.
Yeah, and so it would be better that I don't screw up on something that I'm not supposed to be doing, because this has got to.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
It wouldn't, eh? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank
yeah,
you.
Bye-bye.
Tammy was born on New Year's Day. Her dad said to himself, I hope I raise her well, trying every day to pass along his ways. A dad can surely tell when he's asking God for help. As time went by, he tried his best to guide her heart, to do the rest. As years went on, his angel and his pride continued what he taught, until the day she died. Who'd have known her courage for a friend would take her from his life and see her end. She wakes him every night and at what went wrong. You know you taught me right. They didn't answer the call. And Dad, they let me down. It's got to change. This thing with 911 can't stay the same. So what's happened to me doesn't happen here again. Daddy's little girl, an angel true. She'd always been the one helping anyone. Believe she'd be alive, her parents do. For as this has shown, there was no answer on the phone. That night so cold, for her warm heart we are told, put her right between that gun and a friend and didn't run. For a hero can't be more than what Tammy did die for. But it didn't need to be this deadly tragedy. All she was doing was what's right. Trying to do good things with her life. She wakes him every night and at what went wrong. You know you taught me right. They didn't answer the call. Dad, they let me down. It's got to change. This thing with 911 can't stay the same. So what's happened to me doesn't happen here again.
When I phoned 911, I was told all operators are busy. Please hold. Twice, at least.
All emergency operators are busy with other callers. Please do not hang up. Your call will be answered.
Who'd have known her courage for a friend would take her from his life and see hers end. Wakes him every night and at what went wrong. You know you taught me right. They didn't answer the call. Dad, they let me down. It's got
Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do today is we're going to pick up the rest of those petitions, get them into Bill Bennett's office immediately because I want to get every one that we can possibly get in there before he goes to Victoria. Okay. So we'll do that today and hopefully tomorrow I'll try to get the rest of them. Okay?
Agree.
Agreed.
Okay.
There's these ones here.
Those ones there too? Okay.
But I did. There was a whole bunch, though. Did you pick up some earlier?
I did. I come in here about a week ago and I picked up some that were on the counters over there.
All right.
Okay, this is great.
Because I know we filled out quite a few. Like
Oh, I know. We've got to have at least 15,000 hand signatures already. And I have sent out a bunch to the snowbirds are starting to come back in that live around here, and they want some too. So, but the Bill Bennett's taken this in now to Victoria, so I want to make sure that he gets every one. I don't even care if there's only one name on there; it's still very important. So, anyways, thanks a lot.
Most of them right there.
Okay.
The only other place I can think of is maybe in the coffee room. But do you want me to run down and?
Could you do that? Because everyone is very, very important.
But I think we pretty much got them all. But I'll
Okay, sure. Yeah, it's doing good. Where's my wife? Beth. Look at the ones we got here. Yeah, well, I'd like to get these ones in right away too. Don't go away. I'm still picking up petitions for Tammy 911.
Oh yeah, you know what? I actually gave them to Cindy yesterday. The receptionist over here.
Okay.
And she's going to be collecting. She's collected ours and everything, so she'll be the one that's going to be.
Okay, because really what's happening is now we've got an extension on it because Bill Bennett. So I'll probably leave a couple more here, just even one signature because we're up to about 13,000 now.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so that'll be.
One from the front. Oh, I don't know about the one at the front. I know Cindy took this one. So.
Okay, I'll leave you a couple more.
Sure.
And if I just don't happen to pick them up, you know where Bill Bennett's office is, just down the street.
Yeah.
Or just drop them in his mailbox.
Sure.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to still keep pushing this.
Yeah. Any luck? Is it pretty successful?
Well, I'll tell you, when you got 13,000 people on your side, the politicians now are starting to listen to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So hopefully this will go to Victoria at the end of the month. Then I'm going to have my own inquiry into Tammy's death, and then I've got about 3 other little things to do. But you can go onto the website now. I started a website, and you can go on there, tammy911.com, and you'll see what I'm doing, and you can sign online. That helps too. Email all your friends, and if you know anybody that's had any problems with 911, tell them to email Bill Bennett.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's good for tourism.
There's nobody like putting anything like stupid on the internet, is there? You know how some people get really ridiculous?
No, not that I see.
we're doing really good. I haven't seen you for a while.
No, and I hear the deadline's been extended.
Yes, it has. Boy, you get more information than I do.
Actually, Gord was in yesterday and let us know.
Okay, great.
So I've got some of these.
Oh, wow.
For you?
I'm gonna still keep it up even after the deadline.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll tell you what's happening is I sent so many out to other, like some of the snowbird people that are coming back, and I sent some to the mines where people are working, and they're ending up, their families are here, so they're really concerned about their families. And then Bill Bennett has taken all this stuff into Victoria, and he said he's never ever seen in all his life so many hand signatures.
Really?
So
Well, that's good.
I've got a lot of people working for me now.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Wonderful. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Take care.
Yeah, you will. Thanks.
Smell rock.
Look at what I just picked up today here.
Oh, yeah, we got quite a good in.
Yeah, well, I'm telling everybody to try to, I said, I don't care if it's even got one signature on it, eh?
Pick these up, Don, whatever you do.
No, I don't do that. But look at just today, credit union.
Oh, good, good.
Come in, they phoned. So, I need an account. Have you got any kind of account that we can?
Not since the last count, but
Over 12,000?
yes, but every time these sheets come in, what I've been doing is just counting up what's on every sheet.
Okay.
And then I'll sit down before Bill goes and I'll add them to our existing
All right.
account. And then we'll
Okay.
have an
Okay.
absolute when he leaves.
Sure.
Okay?
Well, here's another pile here.
Good. Perfect.
And you're probably going to get some more in a little later because I sent a tremendous amount of them out that were, like, I didn't do everything properly at first because I was grieving with my daughter and stuff. And no, I just got some more in the mail now.
I've been getting some from out of town though, Don.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great, because these people now are phoning me. Oh, yes, on Friday, you can tell Bill that Corner, yeah, he phoned and talked to me for over a half an hour. Then he phoned me back and he said he can't make it, but he's going to send somebody in from Kimberley.
Okay.
So, or Fernie, to come and have. So I'll let Bill know about that. So the coroner wants to know exactly, and CBC yesterday when I got home from work, they said they were going to send a reporter down. Oh, I guess I must have left them at home. I took so much stuff. No, I'll be back.
Yeah, we aren't going anywhere.
No, I hear you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tell me about some of the support that you've been getting.
A tremendous amount of support. People are calling every day. I have between 5 to 10 calls every day on some of the stuff that other people had experienced about 911. I was really, really shocked to hear some of the stories.
I will put a vote on that website, not a problem. As I was not put on hold for 911, however, at one point in time, we had robbery in progress here, and we did call 911, and they did not answer. Twice we called, and nobody answered. So, yes, I will. Not a problem, and I will pass it along to Rick as well. Thank you. Have a good
Well, that's something that my daughter, she is an angel, and that's why we've got that there for her. And she was my baby. I had to look after her, and my wife was pretty sick, so I got to know her really, really good. I could read her mind. The way she was just a beautiful girl. And about after this horror that we went through with Christmas and New Year's and her birthday, about 3:15 in the morning, I woke up and she was on my mind, And I felt like she was talking to me and telling me, Dad, please do something about 911. Why don't they answer their phone? I could still be alive. I just got this feeling that I have to do something now, and I don't want this to happen to anybody else, to go through this sorrow that me and my wife are going through. When the police knocked on the door and told me that my daughter was dead, and then they told me, I asked, well, what happened? And they said, shot. I was very, very shocked. I sat and I tried to talk to him about what was happening and stuff, and he says, I can't tell you nothing because it's a crime scene. So we were left in the dark. We did not know what was happening. We just more or less had to suffer through it by ourselves. And plus, I wanted to do my grieving by myself, because I felt I just had something feeling because of my daughter that I had to do this. So over the time, my daughter had to go for an autopsy. Being that it was Christmas, she was shipped back. We really wanted to see her before we cremated her, but from between Christmas and New Year's, she was lost. She ended up in the hospital morgue. They told us after we finally found her, after 3 days, that it was getting too late to see her. So we had a really bad time with that. That was really terrible. Then the next thing was, it was her birthday on January the 1st. So we had to go through that too. And so I went through sadness, a tremendous amount of grief with my wife. And then after we finally got her cremated and people started to phone me, then I was starting to get upset the way 911 was. And then I read in the paper that one of the witnesses said that they'd called 3 times and nobody answered, and the police dog bit the witness. So I said, that's it, that can't be right, something's wrong. Then my daughter woke me up about 3:15 in the morning and said, Dad, why didn't they answer the phone? And I got this feeling, sick feeling inside of me that she could have been alive. Maybe she just laid there and bled to death. I do not know, but that's the feeling I got. And I sure hope you people can help me out, and let's not let that happen again.
Do you think Don could have found another way to bring attention to our flawed 911 system? If so, tell us about it in the comments.